Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside Out Smile. I'm your host, Dr. Amber Q, and today I'd like to explore the remarkable connections that enrich our lives. Obviously, I speak about connections quite often, and today, I feel that it's such a profound theme to speak about our friendship between species. And I feel that it's particularly pertinent today. And the reason I want to discuss it today is because today I found out that my favourite horse on Instagram has passed. From him we come, and to him we shall all surely return. So I guess I wanted to find comfort myself in this podcast episode, and hopefully to give comfort to anyone who is thinking about the enduring bond that we share with animals, whether their animal companion is unwell or has passed recently. And I came across Hamasa, the Arab horse, years ago. I've got the most wonderful friends on Instagram. Some of them I've met in real life, and some of them I haven't had the pleasure to meet them as yet. But they're all just so wonderful. And essentially, for those of us whose pets have passed, and for those of us who still have, animal friends, companions, it just, I think it just demonstrates the depth of connection that we can have with animals, and, just the connection that animals have with each other as well as humans. And, there is actually an organisation called the Human Animal Bond Research Institute, which I think that sounds amazing. And it talks about sort of the significant relationships between humans and animals. And, there's so many reports, aren't there, about how these bonds give us emotional support and improve our mental health, especially through challenging times. And we know about the fact that everybody went to get pets during COVID, and that was not a good thing, really, because obviously I think some people weren't prepared for it. They didn't know what it involved. They just thought about themselves, hence the shelters getting full. But that's because we all know that pets are just, they're great for us. But the question is, are we great for them, because those interspecies friendships can bring so much comfort and joy to us. They give us emotional companionship that quite often, to be honest, can transcend human relationships as well, because obviously I think that it's just so unconditional with animals, right? They never say anything that will hurt your feelings because they communicate in such a pure way. And I think they give so many of us a sense of purpose and love, and it's just wonderful. I know some couples like to actually get pets before they consider having children, but I mean, they're just, there's such an outpouring of love when you have a pet, and I have experienced this myself. And of course, there's so many, I'm not going to go into all the scientific theories about why these friendships occur and how they benefit us. And I don't know, do these relationships actually benefit both parties? I guess they do when the animal has been a rescue animal. But honestly, in some cases, I've read something about dogs being really depressed I think this was in the States. And, we know that emotions are contagious, and within these symbiotic friendships, is there actually mutual benefit? I think there is in some cases, but in other cases, obviously, maybe not so much. And we won't speak about the very upsetting topic of animal abuse, and certainly that's happening obviously in Gaza because the animals are being affected as well as the as well as the people, of course. And I think when we think about, when I read the post today and I was so upset, not, just for the fact that obviously Hamasa, beautiful, beautiful, handsome Hamasa, who honestly, it's funny because I do feel that, oh my God, he was such a gentleman, and I hadn't met him in real life, but I just do feel that, when one loses an animal friend, it is such, oh my God, it's so painful. It's such a painful process. And, it just follows the pattern, I guess, of natural grieving process. Because the thing is with humans, there's always that aspect that, I don't know, maybe the person was less than perfect. But of course, with an animal, that's not the case, because it's just such a pure love, I think. And I don't know, they're just so beautiful. Animals are so, so beautiful. And of course, the main thing is that we will all meet again on the Day of Judgment. We will meet humans, animals, all living beings that we've interacted with. And what will be discussed on that day? Will it be the beauty of our bond with our animal friend or companion? Or will it be, what will they say about us? Will they say that they treated us with love and care? And, oh my gosh, it's going to be so wonderful if that's the case. But equally, for those that have abused animals, they're going to have to answer to the animals that they hurt as well as the humans that they hurt. And there will be ultimate justice. But for those of us that have had beautiful connections that transcend species and bring joy to our lives, it will be wonderful to think that we'll meet our animal companions again. And, obviously, that's just a beautiful, I think, thought that brings comfort. And of course, for all those animals that die in such horrific instances, not of abuse, but during wars and genocides, it's, one can't bear to think about all the species that suffer during those times. And so until the next episode, let's all create connection, and let's not just change lives, but let's save all lives.